Well, are you happy living where you live? Are you happy with the money that you make on your job?
Okay, so those are questions that researchers link to try and figure out if we can truly have it all, right? The American dream.
Jeff's got it all, right?
Everything.
That's what we thought, yeah.
Right.
You know, it's so hard to find a place where you have zero complaints. I don't think it's even possible.
If you find it, let us know.
Yeah.
Me too,
We're on our
right? There's no place that you can be completely happy, where there's no traffic, where housing is cheap, salaries are high, crime is low, the air is clear. I don't know if it exists or not. But let's start with the unhappiest places. And this was according to new data published by the National Bureau for Economic Research. New York City came in at #1, followed by Pittsburgh, Louisville, Milwaukee, and Detroit. And they found the happiest cities to be Charlottesville, Virginia, Rochester, Minnesota, Lafayette, Louisiana, Naples, Florida, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. By the way, 2 other cities in Louisiana made the top 10, so why don't we just pick up and move there? Well, Edward Glazer, who co-authored the study, says happiness with location isn't everything. He says you may move there and not be happy with the wages that you're making, or you may not have great colleagues to work with. On the flip side, you can go to New York and be miserable with everyone else, but be happier with the money that you're making.
New Yorkers are willing to put up with a lot precisely because they do have the possibility of making a lot of money. And I think when you think about happiness across space, you should think of happiness as not being the be-all and end-all, but just one part of what people value, and they're often willing to put up with a little less happiness in order to get something else.
You know, I think a good example of this is Detroit, a city that is fighting to stay alive. Countless businesses have shut down, abandoned homes burn throughout the night, and crime runs rampant. But you can get a nice house for really cheap if you're willing to put up with all that. You're probably wondering, where does Sacramento rank on the list?
Yeah.
What about California? We're all pretty happy, right?
Yeah.
Let's go to the map, shall we? I kind of feel like I'm about to do a forecast. This is all color-based. So according to this map, the happiest states are colored in blue. Looks like Coloradans are very happy.
Really? The dark blue there?
The dark blue.
Darker?
The red indicates where people are unhappy. You see the Midwest, Detroit, New York on the very end. You're not seeing a lot of red in California. So
What's
if
yellow?
you look at, I'm sorry?
Yellow.
Yellow is in the middle. You have a mix of people who are happy and miserable. That's where California lies, of course. And then you see that little orange blip right there. That is Sacramento, which means that we are leaning more towards unhappy here, unfortunately. But we're better off than Los Angeles, darker shade of orange. They are very close to red, being completely unhappy, and we all know why. The traffic,
Yeah.
the smog,
Expensive.
and it's expensive to live.
Yeah, but
We've got it pretty good here, I think.
Well, those people in Louisiana and Florida that are so happy, yeah. What's the forecast for down there today? 90% humidity, 95 degrees, and bugs
Sticky.
about the size of a basketball. You enjoy that happiness down there.
I don't know why that's not factored in, Dan.
Yeah, just enjoy it, people. Thank you, Jeff.
Sure.